right. Thinking Out Loud podcast. You already know what this is. It's your boy J-Lip, TOLPcast.com. You know who I am and you know where we at. TOLPcast.com is where you can get this episode, the last episode, and the last 100 episodes. Get it. Let us know what you think. If you don't, then you're just a damn troll. Just listening for free and not giving a damn about giving us no feedback. So with that being said, I'm here with Mrs.LIP. Mrs.LIP, how you feeling tonight?
Super blessed and very highly favored, as always.
All right. Now, with that being said, I have to also let you know that I'm feeling very blessed and highly favored as well, and also very black. And
very black, especially black today.
Especially black. So with that being said, feeling blessed, black, highly favored. We got to give all praise to God, thanking the Lord for us to be able to be back here yet again. You know, we doing a new format. We on the new site. We got the new mic. We got the new quality. I got to catch up to you. I got to catch up to you. That quality on that video is amazing. For anybody who's just listening and can't see it, it's oh man, it's amazing. I got to step this game up. I don't know what the fuck's wrong because we're using the same damn camera basically. But
got to get some better lighting, baby.
I got the lighting. I'm lit. I'm litty. Like
you are.
I'm litty. I
don't know. Do you need to clean your camera?
I don't know. I'm not about to touch it right now though with a greasy ass thumb, but I will say that we got to figure this shit out. First and foremost, just like we got to figure this shit out, we got to figure this shit out with Jussie. Jussie, what are you doing, Jussie? My thing is this. When a man's name is Jussie, like not Jesse or
Don't
Joseph.
hate on that man's name. He didn't name himself.
Nigga named Jussie. Jussie Smollett, who we believe to have been a victim of a hate crime with two white males who attacked him after he grabbed 12 inches of pleasure from Subway and he was walking out. And he had his sandwich in hand. They threw a noose around.
Don't think I didn't catch that subtle jab.
It's not a jab, and it wasn't subtle. He grabbed the 12 inches.
It was not subtle.
12 inches of Subway pleasure. He walked out, and they threw a noose around his neck, poured bleach on him, stomped on him a couple times, and said, "Get out of our country." Dropped a couple F words that, in the words of Charlemagne the God, rhyme with maggot. I will not say them, because I believe they're derogatory and they're nasty, ugly slurs. But with that being said, we called him out his name, called him all type of racial slurs, sent him on his way. He went back home. He had the noose around his neck still. I don't know why you would walk down the street like that. I don't know if he took the noose off, hopped in the Uber, got back to the crib, put the noose back on, then called the police. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Oh my God.
Because the nigga said a lot of shit. So
what's the train of events? Like what actually happened?
So that's what I'm trying to understand. So we know that he said he was attacked. He went on Good Morning America, talked to Robin Roberts. Shout out to Robin Roberts, one of the greatest.
Representation.
Absolutely, Black Queen. And he said to her that he was most disappointed in the fact that people didn't believe his story or the backlash he was getting from people coming at him. But
not just people, very specific.
What type of people?
Black people.
Okay, so black people.
I feel like we were the first people to come out and condemn this man and say that his story was not true.
Okay, so we came out and did that. With that being said, he felt upset about that. I understand why. And we keep it pushing to more information being released. So new information comes out. We see that the two dudes who attacked him, who were persons of interest, are two Nigerian young men. And when I say young men, I mean grown men. Very fit in shape, muscle-bound, men. Now, one of them is his trainer, according to news media. The other one is an extra on Empire, according to news media.
Oh, no. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of news right now.
Yes. Yes. And these are the reactions we want to have on Thinking Out Loud because that's what the fuck we do. So, Thinking Out Loud, he has one of them as his trainer and the other one is an extra on the show. And so we find that out. We see, I think they did some type of digital intelligence where they looked at and saw out of the people he followed on Instagram, he follows at least one of those two brothers. Now, It's
Oh,
not
they're brothers?
brothers, I mean by niggas. Black
Oh,
people.
okay.
Black
Gotcha.
men. So it's not a coincidence in my mind that immediately after the quote unquote attack, they flew back out to Nigeria. And then they come back to the States only to return to be arrested as persons of interest or questioned, I should say, and detained. With all this being said, damn it, man. Jussie.
Right. Like,
Jussie, what you doing, Jussie? And you can't tell me, because the initial report was the character that he plays on Empire, a show that we haven't watched in years, is being written off. And so this was an opportunity for him to increase his relevance. Now, I don't believe that. What I do believe is the fact that when he first reported the attack, Taraji P. Henson went on to social media and posted his songs and said, go support his music.
yeah.
To me, I think he's prepping.
There was a statement made by, is it Fox, that said no, he's not being written off the show. Like,
Right. So that's what they said. My thing is, he's preparing for his post Empire debut, and he's doing his music thing, which is his passion, his love, which is cool.
Sure.
But I think he was setting himself up for preparation. And then what's
how
worse,
does this help though?
because you get to
like this. I mean, especially in the current climate of this country, to stage a hate crime.
You get to basically you basically get to weaponize your group, your following, your LBGTQYZX community.
Don't do this again.
Your LBGTQ
We'll leave it there. That's fine.
community. You get to weaponize them and their outrage. You get to weaponize people who are against the abuse of black men, black people in general. You get to weaponize the police using their resources. You've weaponized every facet of the situation to say, I was attacked, shit went wrong, I deserve justice, who's gonna help me? And check out my single called Black Man in Subway. That's what it's called. Black Man in the Subway. So
you're like, cop my mixtape. No.
yes.
No.
So cop the new track, Jussie, is called Black Man in Subway. That's the new track. And I feel like the fact that Taraji went straight to his music and not his appearances on the show or his appearances elsewhere, he went on GMA, shed tears about the fact that people didn't care about what happened to him, or rather they showed disdain or really distrust to his story. That's what hurt him the most. But brother, I can't even say brother. Jussie, at this point,
call him brother no more.
nah. We can't because you're not representing the culture right now, bruh. Nah, you're being detrimental to the fact that there are individuals who are a part of the LGBTQ community,
had these true experiences.
Exactly.
It's such a frustrating situation to be in because, every day I feel like we're getting new pieces of information, and as these come out, like, you're starting to see the writing on the wall that maybe this was all a hoax, but then it just leads to so many more questions, like, why couldn't you do something?
Because it makes you relevant, because at the end of the day, the nigga said he's the gay Tupac. He got on stage and said, I'm the gay Tupac.
When does somebody being the victim of a hate crime make me want to go buy their album?
And when does someone being a victim of a hate crime make them the gay Tupac? We still need to address that statement. What does that mean?
Say that.
He said that after performing on stage, he said, I fought them niggas off. He said, someone attacked me. Some folks attacked me. Wait, he's done
a performance?
Of course, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And while on stage, he said, I'm the gay Tupac. What about you, Jussie, makes you any type of Tupac? The only thing that you said that was truthful in that statement was that you were gay. And that's cool. You can be that. And we didn't even need to know that because that's nobody's business. But when it comes down to it, it makes for me to believe that you're trying to solidify some type of relevancy. I almost said some type of Tyler Perry. Some type of relevancy when it comes to
foreshadowing.
Yeah, there we go. So, with that being said,
start some rumors.
Jussie, why did you do this? And why are the people? Why did the lawyer of the two dudes come out and say, "Oh yeah, these are his friends"? That's a stupid ass lawyer. One, Two, you now got Lucy. You got some explaining to do. And I feel like at the end of the day, a lot of people keep coming back and saying, you know, we got to get all the details. We got to get all the facts out. The fucking facts that we need. We saw two dark colored individuals walking down the street on camera.
Well, granted, we could not see their race based on the one.
He said
photo that was shown.
He said they had MAGA hats on. We didn't see no red MAGA hats. They had on hoodies.
What honestly from the very beginning gave me pause was when he was shown the photo of two shadowy figures walking down the street. He said without hesitation, those are the guys. And that's honestly the part of the story where it was like the pinprick in the water balloon where I was like,
oh, that was it for you? Because for me, the what you call it, the pinpoint in the water? Is that a
I said the pinprick in the water balloon. You know how like a water balloon like deflates slowly when you anyways, that's just
all right, look, I'm going to use a nigga term and I'm going to say, you know what gave me the fucking reason why not to believe him is because when he said they was walking around I was about to say douching. They was dousing him with bleach. Who's walking around with bleach? Who's walking around with bleach and rope? And they got footage of the young men, of these grown Nigerian men purchasing rope from a local hardware store. So...
And that also brings to question, like he said originally he was going to one place and it was closed, so then he decided to go to Subway. So it's like, it's not that he could have been stalked.
And that's the biggest lie. Like, if there's any place closed in Chicago, you're not going to Subway. You're going to the nearest pizza by the slice place. You're not going to Subway under any circumstance. Why would you do that to yourself? Like, Subway will hurt you. Like, this is
really like Subway, man.
Nah,
like, where can you grab a salad at 2 a.m.?
Nah, because now you're opening up for too many jokes. You talked about salad and tossed in the Subway thing. Wow. I just don't believe that a man at 2 a.m. who says, damn, Giordano's is closed. Let me go to Subway instead. Because that will satiate my appetite. No, nigga, no.
It just leaves so many questions, which is just insanely unfortunate.
Well, it's unfortunate, and is it the truth?
Twitter like annihilated this man from the beginning. Like,
but you know what's worse, and which I have heard on popular media sources, like listening to the Breakfast Club. I've heard that this actually detracts from the people who are going through these actual events. Like, people who are a part of the LGBTQ community have suffered as victims because of bigotry, discrimination. It doesn't stop. Like, there are ignorant people in this world who do ignorant things. But for you to set this up, and then they said, oh, okay, well, really the reason was not about the show, but because he had a threatening letter sent to him to the staff that said something about blah, 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 fuck this black faggot or whatever. And nobody took it seriously. And so he was trying to
get back at the network.
He was trying to get back at the fact that people didn't take seriously the fact that he was threatened, and they just kind of pawned it off. Now, here's where I do believe that did happen. And when he was at the GMA interview, he did say, when they asked him, do you believe these two men were the people who perpetrated the alleged crime? He said, I do. And he was talking about the fact that I do believe these people did it. I believe Jussie knew who did it, so he can confidently say, yes, these were my mans.
Like, that's why he can say, because he knows who did it.
Check this nigga's Cash App. But anyway, so moving forward, talking about Jussie. All right, we got that out the way.
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick settled with the NFL for some amount of money between $50 and $100 million. We have no idea what it was because so many different news sources are saying that it was varying amounts. Either way, it was millions of dollars. The NFL settled for wrongful termination. What does this mean when it comes to the fact that you have half of the culture, or a percentage of the culture saying he shouldn't have settled. He should have just kept going, kept pushing, kept bringing light to the issue. But my thing is, if it's wrongful termination, then you got to win that. Like, it's wrongful termination. You terminated me wrongfully.
I wonder, since this was a settlement, I mean, there's always a contract involved with a settlement. If that settlement involved him, like some kind of gag order on the topic of discrimination within the NFL? I wonder.
Well,
I mean, there has to be some
yeah,
reason
it
that
has
the
to.
NFL is going to hand over tens of millions of dollars.
Which brings me to my point, which is, why would the NFL offer him a gag order settlement, but yet still we're hearing from his lawyers that next year there are 2 teams interested in signing him potentially, one of which being the Super Bowl champions, the Patriots. I don't give a fuck about the other team. It's the Patriots who they're talking about bringing him on with basically the best quarterback in our generation, Tom Brady. You mean to tell me that you're going to bring Colin Kaepernick on with the Patriots? To me, that's nothing but kowtowing to the fact that people want to see him back in the league, but his days in the league, in my opinion, he'll never start. I'll tell you that.
No.
He'll never start. And if he does get on the field, it'll be a situation where it was desperation. Like, at the end of the day, if he ever plays the game again, it'll be desperation. So when people are saying,
just like, I mean, even if he's one of those like starry-eyed boys who always just wanted to play in the NFL, like after this whole situation, why would you ever want to go back to an organization that's treated
exactly?
you?
And I asked you the same thing. So I know that previously you've worked for a company before where if they did a wrongful termination against you and you won a settlement, would you want to go back and get your job?
I wouldn't dream of it. I wouldn't dream of it.
Me neither.
Even if I won a wrongful termination lawsuit, if anything, I'm making it look like I really wasn't that beat up about being fired. I just wanted some money out of it, and now I'm going back to this company. Not to suggest that that's what Colin Kaepernick was doing. I think he truly believes in what he did and went through this whole ordeal, years of it.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, he still wants to play football, and this is the only way that he thinks he might be able to do it.
Well, let's be clear. I mean, when you say for whatever reason, like he grew up playing ball, like this is a man. Sure. Imagine, and I try to put this in perspective. Imagine Jordan going through the same situation where he got blackballed for whatever reason, and he got a settlement. He still wants to play the game. That man retired and came back, bought a team, and then played for the team he owned. That's how bad he wanted to play the game.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can't really, I'm not mad at him for wanting to still be a part of that corporation, but
I mean, I feel like that could be something that you want in your heart of hearts, and that's something that you want to be able to do. But I mean, I feel like Colin Kaepernick has become synonymous with like principles and values, and I just feel like that move, even entertaining a contract from an NFL team, will be completely against all that he's knelt for the last couple years. Like, it's completely
see, and that's my thing. It's 2 different things, babe. My thing is, the kneeling was for police injustice. The lawsuit was for
wrongful termination.
Wrongful termination, thank you. Mm-hmm. So those are 2 different issues. So when I hear people say he shouldn't have took the money, he's a sellout because he's still not on the team. Bitch, he was wrongfully terminated. And now we can get back to the whole...
But even on that basis, why would you go back?
Well, the question is, if he were to go back, is there a stipulation? And this is a good question by me, because I am J-Lip, at I am J-Lip on Instagram, at TL Yarncrafts on Instagram. If he were to go back, would he be suppressed to the point where he couldn't kneel? Is that a part of the settlement? Can he still kneel? If they gave you $50 million and said, nigga, don't kneel, can he still do that?
If he accepted the money, then obviously no, because he'd be in breach of contract. And that's like legal, even way past the NFL. I mean, you're talking about like going back into the courts and having to probably give that money back.
Give me 1 second. I got the homie Smith on the phone. Smith, what's good, baby?
You started.
You said what now?
You already started.
Oh, we had to, baby. 7 o'clock. TL Yarncrafts does the podcast, so we had to get it popping. What's good?
Man, why you always got to do it on Tuesday?
I don't always have to do it on Tuesday, and I see people in the video saying, right, I heard you.
That's what I'm saying, man. You
Hop
gotta have
on.
some flexibility.
If you ready, Tony was agreeing with you, Mrs.LIP was agreeing with you. We talking about the whole Kaepernick situation with him selling out. You got something to say on it? Hop on. Add you to it right now.
All right, I'm about to get on.
All right, let's get it.
All right.
Oh, this is a special edition, y'all. This is the first time ever we've had somebody call in disgruntled, frustrated, mad black man comes through and says, thinking I love podcast. Y'all did it without me. I can't stand y'all. And I said, you know what, brother? Come on, let's do it. Now, I will say this. While we waiting for Smith to jump on, please, 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 every Tuesday, check out TL Yarn Crafts on Instagram, on Facebook, because I never know where she's going to stream. I go to the wrong place every time.
Let me do it for a
Go ahead.
Right?
Tell them where to go.
Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. inside my TOYC Makers Facebook group. We've got a different topic related to handmade business. So tonight we're actually talking about the behind the scenes of collaborations in handmade business.
Okay. And I appreciate that. Because you took a lot of stress off of me, and that's what you do, as you love me. You give me all the love that I need.
Always.
Got C. Smith in the building. C. Smith, we see you, boy.
What up?
Smith.
Camera, right?
Get the camera right.
I had it backwards. I don't know why. All right.
So let me make space. Had to get Mrs.LIP face back in. Let me get your face back in. I think we doing this right. And with that being said, well, I'm just going to have to look fucked up because I sacrifice for my family. This is what we do. This is TOL.
What did you do?
You'll see when you watch the episode. we've never added somebody live before, but this is actually kind of dope. The fact that we could do it. Smith, how you feeling, bro?
And I'm wore out, man. Did 2 hours in the gym today.
Okay.
Just made it back.
I didn't mean about. I don't give a fuck about that. What I'm talking about is how you doing in general.
Rocky right now.
Okay. All right.
I didn't catch what you said.
It don't matter. I was just talking shit about you.
Sound like bullshit.
All right. With that being said, fuck niggas. Back in the building. C. Smith, Mrs.LIP. We was talking about the Kaepernick situation. Smith, do you think Kaep is a sellout because he took the bread from the NFL like a little bitch boy and said that I might play, I might not play? What do you think?
Well, I already know where you stand by calling it.
Clearly.
So what do you think?
I mean, he fought this. This been going on for 2 years now, and you go for this settlement, which the numbers are still up in the air. We don't know if it's 25, 80 million, and I'm
hearing it's 50 to 100 million.
Huh?
I'm hearing it's 50 to 100 million.
Well, 100 million. Is that really selling out?
Well, that's the question. I think that. No, fuck that. No, 100 million. I'll take that to have a seat.
The money you missed out on by not being in the league.
That's true. That's a good point.
Well, 3 years technically, because
that's a good point.
17, 18, and 19. Well, don't count 19. Just 2 years.
So it's no sellout to you, the fact that he took the bread from the NFL and
I want to know why they paid him. That would be the real
to
question.
be quiet, to stand the fuck up at the national anthem and put his hand over his chest and say, God thank you, white Jesus. That's what they paid him for.
When you settle out of court, is that considered?
He didn't settle out of court. He won his case.
Yes, the NFL did. They made a settlement.
But he settled out of court on a case that he was winning.
I'm talking about the NFL. There's guilt on their part.
Correct.
When you make a settlement with anything. When somebody make a settlement, that means they don't want to prolong this shit.
Right.
They're like, let's just get this out the way because this shit will bite us in the ass. So let's just throw this dog a bone.
Why you gotta be a dog?
You just call him a bitch nigga.
I didn't say that. I said a bitch boy. I didn't say that.
A bitch or a dog. Even though they're both
the same. Okay, all right. So, just so we're
clear. Everything but his name.
Okay, Colin Kaepernick. I believe, brother, get your bread, but please don't expect us to be looking for you in the league in the future because you've already made your choice. That's my stance.
I think they made an agreement that he would be back in the NFL.
No, they made a deal that he could try out for 2 teams. They said The lawyer said there's 2 teams that are interested in him, one of them being the Patriots, which we just talked about, which he'll never get to see the light of day on the field. Not with Tom Brady alive.
I mean, that's a good backup. He is old. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I can't imagine Tom Brady's going to be around for too much longer.
Okay. That's how y'all... Okay. And I respect how y'all feel about that. And I also want to give...
They probably said, we're going to give him this money and we're going to put him back in the NFL to shut all this shit down. That's how they got to keep everybody shut up and quiet.
Because even if there's nothing in the settlement about him not being able to say anything about this, if he goes back into the league, I guarantee there's going to be something in his contract to where either he can't kneel or he can't do any
exactly.
kind of
Well, he can't,
exactly.
You can't stay in the locker room during the national anthem.
But I'm gonna. But I agree with Mrs.LIP. They're not gonna let that nigga kneel. They're not gonna let him kneel.
Absolutely not.
No, not after taking hundreds. Not after taking fucking 50. If it's $10 million, I will.
He already took a bullet for us, man. So
What bullet did he take?
He risked 2 years of his career. What are you talking about?
What you mean risk? He didn't have a choice. That nigga was blackballed. That's like saying Monique.
He made
dog.
that decision.
Yeah, that was his choice. It was his choice to kneel and to continue to kneel.
He had no
it
idea.
wasn't like he knelt once and then he got fired.
Y'all act like he kneeled for 2 years. Y'all tripping.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't his choice. It was a risky choice. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of the day, to close this little circle, this little gap out, at the end of the day, the nigga took the bread. Should he still be respected if he ends up playing? I said I'll be that nigga that would take the bread and run. Give me my money.
Exactly.
50 mil changed my life. Would I go back into the league that ostracized me, that told me what I can and can't do?
Would you go or not?
Yes, I would.
Exactly.
Yes, I would. That's just more money. What am I do? What am I do? Take that bread and go be a packaging engineer? Go to Michigan State, learn how to be a packaging engineer after being a quarterback my whole life? No. I'm taking the bread and I want to play for a team. I'll go to any team that will take me, and if not, I'll go to arena football. I will be great.
And he's gonna get a whole new contract.
Exactly. So I would take the bread. So if y'all wanted to prove me wrong, fuck it, you did.
That's all his money. That's guaranteed money.
Yeah, okay, y'all did your shit. Okay, fuck that. Move. Next topic. And final topic. Due to time, let's get this in real quick. Man, all right. I saw a sweater. Looked good. Looked nice. It was all black, turtleneck. Had red lips on it. Put it on. Made me look like a fucking coon. Made me look like a black-faced monkey. Now, I say, we boycott. Right? Cool. All right, next thing. I see some high heel shoes. Oh, man. It's got a black face on it. But, nothing too bad about that. But wait, I see them big-ass red lips again. Boycott that shit. Fuck them. Now, I see from another company, which is a favorite of the black culture, or should I say the upper echelon, those who can afford it and those who can buy the knockoffs in New York, we see a sweater that has a noose. Nigga, a noose around the collar.
It was a noose. It was a hoodie, and instead of the strings on the hoodie, it's a noose.
Gucci.
And guess who protested?
I'm sorry, Burberry. We already did Gucci. We already boycotted them. T.I. said we're allowed to boycott them for 3 months. So thank you, T.I., for giving us the rules of boycotting.
And Prada part of it too. Prada had the black-faced little monkey dolls.
Yep, there we go.
That
Gotta love the monkey dolls. And then
I don't know what the fuck was that. That was a keychain. I don't know what that was.
And then Mrs.LIP, you said Burberry?
Burberry, yeah,
Burberry.
2 hours ago.
So explain that real quick for the people who don't know as we close this out.
So Burberry put out a hoodie. Let's see if I can hold it up real quick. You can see it right there. It's a noose going through a sweatshirt.
Okay.
So the stories are coming out kind of as we speak. That story came out 2 hours ago because somebody fairly prominent on Instagram reposted it, basically saying that suicide is not fashion. Clearly not a person of color because If that's where your mind goes, like that's not where my mind went. My mind did not go to suicide. My mind went to slavery, clearly, and lynching.
Okay, so can I interject real quick? Why the fuck would somebody think that if you wear a noose around your neck for fashion, that's an insinuation that people were hanging themselves with the same noose? I don't know what culture that is, but black culture.
Just the imagery of a noose in general and the differences of what that means between cultures.
But niggas was hung by nooses. They didn't hang themselves.
Well, the person that brought the most attention to the issue was the model, which was a white woman. Mm-hmm. That's the picture I saw. She had on like a little beige little hoodie with the noose. She was the one that was disgusted and disturbed by it. And that's when everything just, I'm like, Burberry. I'm like, y'all didn't just learn the fucking lesson from Goot. What are y'all fucking doing? Like, every European high-end fashion fucking designer is making this fucking racist ass shit. Like, this is not a trend. This is not a coincidence.
Nope.
Too many coincidences.
Too close together.
Yeah, like.
So what do y'all feel? Are we adding another layer to the boycott / cancel culture? Like, is it gonna get to a point where we got to be butt ass naked because everybody got something for us to boycott? Like, seriously.
Don't support European designers. Period.
Okay, but we don't fuck with them like that. Like you and I. So for me, you and I, Smith. Hold on, Smith. Smith, hold on. Smith, hold on. You and I.
It's 30 minutes of this show. I'm about to talk.
It's like, you shut up.
Nigga, close it out because we running out.
We know who buys the designer clothes in the black.
Rich niggas like Floyd Mayweather. Your boy Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
your boy.
No, don't say my boy.
What did he do? What did he do, Smith? Let him know.
Well, he said I'm not. He said I don't follow trends. I do what the fuck I want, and we about to go up in this Gucci store. Smiling while he's
smiling like a good old Uncle Ruckus.
Good old house nigga, yeah. He said, I have friends of all aspects. A lot of us do.
Yeah, but he meant I have friends of all assholes. And I'm going to go spend this money in Gucci. And what did he do? He came out with 20 bags of Gucci after the boycott, after knowing what the fuck happened. So, now, so I want to ask y'all, again, in closing, we did the whole Gucci thing. We did the Burberry thing, I guess is the new thing. Katy Perry shoes. Like, again, how many different pieces of apparel that the common black man and woman don't wear do we have to boycott or fake outrage over when it's some shit that we don't even participate in?
Go ahead. Fake outrage.
Mrs.LIP, go.
All I can say is the same thing I said last time. I haven't bought anything from Gucci. I did buy some Burberry cologne recently, which I guess I regret that decision. But ultimately, it's not a company that I support with my dollar anyway. And if I feel some kind of way about it, having these kinds of conversations, posting about it on my social media, like that's the most impact I could possibly have.
And that's the fucking point of thinking out loud. Smith, what do you think?
I mean, the only thing I ever bought from those companies is the cologne. Like, other than that, I'm not into European clothing anyways. Like, I've never been into that shit. So, but I know people that are, and the people that I have seen post about it, like, oh man, I'm not burning this up. I already spent too much money on it.
Right.
But don't fucking wear it again.
Right.
Or you're a fuck nigga and a fuck bitch. Like,
okay.
And I told them on their own status, like, you ain't shit. And y'all know how I get down. Like, I don't hold my tongue. This chick said, I just gotta wear my clothes. Like, y'all call me what you want. I said, I will.
You dog ass bitch. That's what you said.
Pretty much. And I think she blocked me.
She blocked you?
I wasn't even friends with her. I was commenting on somebody else's status, and she commented, and her comment was so just ignorant. I just had to say something.
So keep it in mind, black people, people of color, Hispanic.
And this is Black History Month. This is horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, I mean, this is
like
this
the worst month for ourselves.
This is when we're the most aware. Yeah, this is when we're the most aware. We're looking for the shit. Don't fuck around. Do not fuck around because we see everything Right now, we're looking at everything. With that being said, I apologize. My co-host Smith had to come on late. He had to get the workout on, but he's becoming a strong black man. Mrs.LIP, the strong black queen that she is, getting ready for her podcast. And, of course, myself, you know who I am, J-Lip, TOLPcast.com. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back next week to talk about, I don't know, but whatever the fuck y'all do in the next 7 days, we'll be back to talk about it. And please don't fuck around and be, what did you say? What was the term you used for those niggas that keep rocking the Gucci, the Floyd Mayweathers?
Oh, a house nigga.
Yeah, please don't do that. Please don't do that, y'all. Don't be that guy, because we thrive on that. We feast on that like carnivores.
With a smile
Yes.
Who's
Because
that dude from Django that Samuel L. Jackson played? That's who Floyd Mayweather is.
Yeah, we'll just call him fucking Harpo. I don't know.
Terrible.
Color Purple. Rest in peace. Anyway, Think It Out Loud podcast. You already know what it is. It's your boy J-Lip. I am J-Lip. We got TheyCSmith at Instagram, and you got TL Yarncrafts at Instagram, and